3, 2, 1. My friends, welcome back to the We the Patriots podcast with Sal Asante. Here with my buddy Dan again.
What's up, guys?
How we doing? We're doing we've had a hell of a few weeks ever since we last came on.
Yep.
It's good to have you back on, man.
Word.
The guy I wanted to talk to today. All things go well, we should have a couple friends joining us, but I'm not going to spoil anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I kind of want to just keep the conversation going what we had before, going on right before this. But we're gonna dive into. I want to dive into Danny right now. How's the new podcast coming, dude?
Oh, it's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. Sorry.
Is it making you kind of think about sports in a new way too?
Yeah, definitely is.
Makes you pay attention a little bit, right? You getting into it made me want to pay attention again.
Yeah. Now I'm all in for it. Now I look up stats, what's going on around every league. Yeah.
Yep.
It's fun though.
The first episode was so funny, and then I wrote down a question just to ask you. How'd you feel about working out the kinks?
For what, the second one?
Well, no, when you had to, so you get your mixer set up, and then you had I don't know if you told everybody, but you had a little bit of a mess recording on the first one.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
That's what, hold on one second here. That's what, I thought it was so funny when you send me a block and you're like, I don't think it's supposed to look like this. And so he's editing his podcast. I'm like, yeah, that's loud.
Yeah, that's really loud.
And so he gets it all fixed up and gets it a new episode, and it was really good.
Yeah, we recorded it twice,
but it came out really good.
The first one we started at 7, we got done at 9, and then I throw on my computer, it's a big blob. I'm like, fuck. Shit, this is not how it's supposed to look. So I called Sal. I was like, yo, this is not how it's supposed to look, bro. He goes, why is it such a big blob? I'm like, I don't know. So then we fucking listen to it, and it's loud as hell, our voice are raspy as hell. We're like, oh, fuck. So then I was like, to the people I was recording, I was like, yeah, we might have to record that again. They're like, what?
Motherfucker.
We didn't get done till 11:30.
Yeah. Because
I had to record the whole thing. I was trying to I was recording stuff, putting it on my laptop, making sure the sound was good, so it was all good. So that took me an hour, and then I finally found the right one. I was like, all right, we're recording it. Fuck it.
Yep. It's like when I first started with Andrew, we only had, I think he basically only used his phone. If anything, he had AirPods, and that was the maximum. There was one show, if you go back, I had to edit in. He had to go drive somewhere. He used to, I don't know if he ever mentioned it on here. He used to do volunteer fire.
Okay.
So he would have to be on call.
Yeah.
Basically 24/7. And I think he had to go run out on a call in the middle of our show, or go check the firehouse or something like that. And he just, he gets in his car, rattling around. I'm like, dude, we can't use this. He's like, yeah, you're right. I was like, just call me back when you're done. He's like, okay, I'll be 20 minutes. But we were both just figuring it out as it went along. It wasn't like this. If I just invested into make it like this from the beginning, it would have been really good from the beginning. But I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, word.
It's fun though.
Yeah,
it's definitely fun. It makes you learn a lot too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because as soon as I started diving into the editing and stuff, it made me want to do more audio. Audio led me into all right, well I could play around with music, even though it's not something I want to do. And then it's okay, now it's something I want to do. How do I do it? And it's just, I don't know, it's fun to play around with.
It is. I'm having a blast doing it, even though it's only my 3rd episode going to come out soon. But it
doesn't matter.
Fun. It's still fun.
It doesn't matter. It's so much fun.
I don't give a shit if people don't listen. It's fun as shit to just
do it,
everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Just play around with it too, because it's your own thing. It's something that you created. Weird shit going on. New setup today.
Yep.
Everybody's looking at it too.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at me fiddle with this shit. Yeah, I'm the audio tech. I'm the video tech.
Everything.
So, is there anything you wanted to talk about before I start going into just topics? I wrote down a bunch of shit to talk about today.
Nah, I got nothing.
Nothing?
Boring to talk about.
You got nothing? All right. I wanna call in Danny's sports podcast.
Yeet.
Baseball, dude. I haven't been able to touch on baseball on this podcast in a while.
Yeah.
Big updates for baseball.
Oh yeah.
Finally signed a deal. Finally about to play real baseball. They're playing this spring training. They're making it up to be like the playoffs with all the media coverage they're giving it, which is really funny. It's what they should do from the beginning. You can make money on spring training. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right. Now, the players aren't getting paid for it, so that's an issue. But obviously, that'll be the next CBA agreement when they have 15 years.
Yeah.
Whatever. But big rule change for me was the DH. DH in both leagues, changing up really the whole thinking of classic baseball.
Yep.
Whole knowledge. How do you feel about that in specific? Just the DH switch.
I like it.
It's a pretty big rule switch.
Yeah. Because
Just for baseball.
I mean, the NL kind of got it when they versed an AL team.
Well, they did the COVID thing too.
Yeah.
So COVID kind of like gave everybody a hint at it, and it made everybody want it.
Yeah. But they had some taste of it, but I think now that it's going to be in both leagues, I think it's going to be good because now you can play a young player to get experience in a field, and then you got the big bad DH all day. You don't got to worry about him being injured in the outfield or nothing.
Yep.
Or
you
a
can
pitcher.
have that one. Yeah.
Or if you want a pitcher hitting, instead of him getting slugged in the mouth on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball right in the mouth, you don't have to worry about that no more. You just got to focus on pitching the game. Yeah,
and not get hit by 100-mile-an-hour liners.
Yep.
There was a few other weird rule changes. They changed like the roster sizes. They changed around the years of arbitration, which I really liked.
Yeah.
So they got rid of a lot of the ability of teams to manipulate players to get service time, which I really like. Because
Did you hear they made a Shohei Ohtani rule?
So I did not. What's the Shohei Ohtani rule?
I'll tell you right now. I have it on my phone.
Is it a funny rule?
So basically, because we talked about this on my podcast, basically, the MLB and MLBPA have agreed to a Shohei Ohtani rule, where if starting pitchers are hitting in the lineup, they can remain as a DH even if they are replaced on the mound.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would quite literally only apply to about 2 or 3 people in the whole league.
So I'm pretty sure off this, if he's pitching, he can be the DH also. And then if he gets replaced off the mound, he don't have to give up his hitting spot. He can still stay DH.
Yep. And correct me if I'm wrong, they're pretty much not using him in the field at this point. It's pretty much all DH, right? Or is he still playing some right?
I don't know. I don't think he played last year right, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him out
they
there
might
in spring
need
training.
him.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a need,
but if they
it's a
don't,
need situation, but it makes sense. Is there any other? I'm trying to think. Was there any other monumental rule changes?
Not really.
So the CBA was a big do nothing. It was a big cry between two huge, massive sides with big amounts of money on each side.
Yep.
And they were just slinging crap from each side, going back and forth. It got really tiring as a fan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm glad it ended because what was it, 94 when they did the other lockout when there was no like World Series or anything. You had the possibility of Tony Gwynn hitting 400.
Yeah.
And that was cut off. So that was just embarrassing for baseball to have that happen again. Where we didn't lose regular season games, but for what? You could have just gotten this done. It was obviously a big political stunt, a big trying to get media coverage, trying to blow up, get money flowing for no reason. You forced all the transactions to happen in a small window right after the winter meetings because then you closed up shop. And then as soon as it opens back up, there's going to be a flood of transactions as well.
Yep.
So it was just a big money-making scheme, and it was really gross to watch from the outside because a lot of guys lost their jobs too.
Yeah.
Even someone that I know, one of the players just so happened to get drafted from Montville.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just sad that because of COVID, so many young kids came up that have so much talent that he was just pushed to the wayside because of what was coming up. It's like, would I rather hold on to a 24, 25, 26-year-old who's getting towards the end of their development, whereas I can have any 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old coming up through the system, possibly already played at college these last 2 years, developed a whole hell of a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad.
Did you hear who's coming back for another year?
Who's that?
Albert Pujols.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
For who?
He signed with the Cardinals.
Oh,
He's
wow.
going
Are they
back
going to
to-
give him like a manager player kind of thing?
No, they gave him a major league deal.
No. Are they going to give him there's no way they're looking to put him in like the starting 9. There's no chance.
Probably not. Maybe DH, or if they need him to play, then he'll play. But like, he just signed with
That's
Cardinals
tough.
yesterday,
That's tough, man.
and he's gonna retire after this year.
Yeah, good for him though. I really only see him as a Cardinal. I mean, he has so many moments as a Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a surefire Hall of Famer without a doubt.
Oh, yeah,
He's going
definitely.
to absolutely get nominated first ballot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be ridiculous if he doesn't.
How many years you gotta be out of the league to get
5.
5?
Yeah, it's
for
5.
MLB?
So
Okay.
you need to. So it takes away all chance of you coming back into the league.
Yeah.
And all that shit. So.
'Cause I know for NFL, I think it's 4 years you gotta be out of the league.
Did Barry Bonds officially get nixed from the vote? Did he get voted in?
Nope.
Or voted out?
Nope. He can't be voted in no more.
Well, no. So he's gonna get voted in later by one of the committees. It's just a matter of when or how.
Yeah.
Because, a guy with that kind of legacy, how do you not?
Yeah, I know.
How do you
Stupid.
not? Now, of course, you put that big plaque up and you put an asterisk, but look at all the shit that they're doing now with all the computer technology
Mm-hmm.
and all that, and you think that that's not? It's actually more of an aid to a player to have sticky tack on his fucking
Mm-hmm.
fingers, to be playing with the lab, seeing what kind of different spins you can put on. That's more of an effect on your true outcomes than going and taking steroids.
Yeah.
Because going and taking steroids, you still have to work out a shit ton. You have to eat a shit ton. And your body starts to disform too. So you're trading off of a lot of things just to hit the baseball X farther. Now, you're going to hit it further.
Yeah.
That's not without a doubt, as long as you're training.
Yeah.
Which you have to be training to be a pro athlete. You can't not. But just that mentality of voters or even just baseball fans in general that think that the steroids was what did it for Bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever look at that 4-year stretch that he had when he was 40 years old?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Not only was it amazing, it's unheard of by not only a 40-year-old, by anybody.
Exactly.
I mean, to bat, I think it was, I don't know if he maintained 1250 OPS, but at least 1,000 OPS. I think it was over 1250 every year for 4 years in a row. And for anybody that does not know, to maintain that is to be at above MVP levels. Above MVP levels. Not even just at. Above MVP levels for 4 years in a row. And he did that when he was, I believe, starting at 38 and ending at 41.
He ended at 42.
So 39, 40, 41, and 42.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What are you saying is OPS?
Yeah, look at his OPS for the big stretch where he was just an animal.
30. You want 38 through 42?
No, I don't care. Whatever his big year was, I think it was 04. So you look at those big years around that, right?
So his fuck. So his OPS for when he was 38 in 2003 was
Okay, so go from 2000. I think it's 2000 or 2001. Okay, 2001 to 2004.
2001.
2001 to 2004. So you have an OPS of, let me read them off. 1379, 1381, 1278, and then the highest ever recorded OPS at 1422. Okay? So this guy slugged, and slugging percentage represents how many bases you get every time you come to the plate. It's a very simple calculation. If you have close to 1, that means that you basically are guaranteed to hit at least a single every time you come up to the plate. He has a .8. .812. That's I believe, if not the highest, that's one of the highest percentages ever recorded. It can't be the highest because look right above it. 863 above it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm saying. These numbers are like video game numbers, and to not include him in the Hall of Fame, regardless of how he got there, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And at the age that he did it, it's just unbelievable. So the time, dedication that it took for him to get those stats, regardless of the performance-enhancing drugs, it doesn't matter. In my head, it does not matter. That man was the most feared hitter in baseball, without a doubt, for 10 years.
Yeah.
It was even after that time he was getting intentionally. I think he got intentionally walked 120 times in a season. Like, how do you even fathom that you're so scared to pitch to a player that he gets 120 intentional walks in one season? Just doesn't make any sense.
His highest based on balls was when he was 39 in 2004. He had 232 based on balls.
Mm-hmm. But see how many of them are intentional. I think it's 120.
DH.
It says, I think it says IB.
IB?
Yeah. It might not even have the stat on there. Oh, no, I got it.
Oh,
120.
I got it. Yeah, 120.
Not unbelievable. But that's that. I think Kurt Schilling also didn't get in probably because of his BS.
Yeah.
That's sad because that's just a character thing. As if, who's the big one? The Tigers player, Ty Cobb. As if Ty Cobb wasn't one of the filthiest characters you ever see. But whatever. You all go into that. So I want to go into my first real topic. This one's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot about this like recently in our off-air conversations. So want to get, what's your opinion on money? Just money in general. How do you feel about it?
We go both ways.
How do you view
bad.
it? Good. What do you see in good when it comes to money?
Good? I'd say support yourself as a person. Don't count on anybody else to like give you money or something. You earn all that money for yourself and you put it towards to support yourself.
Yep. And when you, in my opinion, when you start growing your own financial wealth, you start to be able to help out other people around you. That's when the pros of money start to really show themselves.
Yeah.
Right. I like to see when money's viewed more as a tool rather than like a necessity.
Yeah.
Right. Because when you think about money going back in time, money at some point was just a cow.
Yeah.
Or money was just a rock. Or money was at some point just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And nothing but that piece of paper certified as money.
Yeah.
Right? Even though it meant gold in the bank. Now, it doesn't even mean gold in the bank.
No.
And your money's on a computer.
Exactly.
So, in the end, money is just something. Something, just like anything else. So, I am very blessed to be put in this country, first of all, to where you can actually have an opportunity to earn money.
Yep.
Really, pretty much no matter what you are. And then, second of all, where I've been put, where I can earn enough money to even be able to like produce this stuff, but do stuff that I enjoy, right? Give back a little bit.
Yeah.
Be able to produce something really is the big thing. Like being able to turn your money into something, so not wasting it.
Yeah.
Right. That's been a big learning point in my life of not just using up your paycheck. Right. The negatives in money, they're much harder and they're much more like near and dear to one's heart.
Yeah.
Right. You get a lot of greed when it comes to money. You start to see in certain people, you start to see the other side of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If they have two sides, you start to see the side that they put on a face for you personally.
Yeah.
And then they put on a business persona. They put on a money side. And it's like you can't talk fluently with both at the same time.
Yeah.
it's genuinely a case of like being two-faced.
Yeah. I understand that. I get that.
Another bad thing with money is it becomes like for people who have addiction issues, especially.
Like gambling.
Well, gambling's a big one, but also think about abuse like alcohol abuse,
Yeah.
drug abuse,
Mm-hmm.
sex abuse could even be one if you're into prostitution. So that stuff costs a lot of money, and especially when you start to spiral.
Yep.
And people who suffer with addiction tend to spiral. I mean, look at my last podcast or 2 podcasts ago. I mean, every story was a spiral.
Yeah.
It always started with something small and ended up going down a hill, right? And money for addicts is actually bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the more that they have,
the more they spend it on whatever their addiction is.
It doesn't go into productive things, generally speaking, because for them, productivity is satisfying the addiction.
Yeah.
Right? And I've been there in minor ways, but I've never been to the point where I needed a substance to live. Right? I've never been at that dire need of a withdrawal. Right? Where, and like this is a place that I'll never let myself get to, but I guess it's privileged in a way, not having to touch an opioid, knowing I'm not going to get in there. This is actually a topic I want to talk about more later, but it's pretty specific.
Yeah.
Right. The things that can do to you, to your mind, change your substance levels and stuff, your chemical levels, and just the feeling your body gets when it doesn't have that is not natural. Right. So it's just going to lead you into it more and more and more. It's a cycle. You got any other like absolute negative facets of money?
Nah,
that you could.
I agree with you. That's
well, those are 2 really
those
key ones that
those
stick
are the
out,
ones that stick out to me too.
Stick out in my mind.
I don't really have anything else for that.
So, general question on it: do you aspire to be wealthy?
Like what?
So there's
that.
In my mind, there's a difference between rich and wealthy.
Yeah.
Do you aspire to be either? And if you do, which one?
I'd say yeah to wealthy. I don't really think I aspire somebody to be rich.
Well, that's my mindset as well. Yeah, I was wondering how you'd explain it.
To me, wealthy just means like support yourself in a way, like help other people. You got the money to support you. You got to support friends, like all that stuff, like the essentials you need to live.
100%.
Rich. I mean, yeah, you could be rich, but like, is it fun for you as a person to be rich and just have all your money and buy the stuff you want, like expensive cars, big house, vacation house? Like, yeah, you could buy all of it just to say you have it, but does that really make you happy?
I think you nailed the difference between rich and wealthy. Yeah, when you, from everything that I've read and everything that I try to look to be, when you're rich, you're living for the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're not living for a purpose.
Definitely.
When you're living to be wealthy, it's different. And wealth is something that you don't have to gain monetarily.
Yeah.
You can gain wealth in friendships. You can gain wealth in really, honestly, anything you aspire to be. You can gain wealth in skills. You can gain wealth in mental clarity. You can, really, anything you think of, you can gain wealth in. And it's sad that the general concept of wealth comes around money. But generally speaking, to those that can produce, more will flow, right? And that's that leads me into another topic that I talked about not heavily, but I touched on with Gia's dad. That was like giving as a rich person. The way society looks at it, it's like it's a requirement, like a necessary percentage you need to hit. That if you're not donating X amount to the things that I support or the things that even you support, if you're not donating X, you don't meet my standards. Yeah. Well, what about their time? What about how much? Oh, there's the doggies again. What about how much of their labor they've invested over their lifetime in order to give you a product? Like a good one's Jeff Bezos. I talked about with him, but you can go to Elon Musk. How much time, like the guy says that he works 80 to 100 hours a week, you got to believe him, he's crazy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right? How many products is he giving you?
A lot.
How many different options to support his company is he giving you in order to broaden his base?
Yeah.
Cheaper and more expensive options, right? Different little things in the home, out of the home that you can use, right? And then you complain that he's not giving. Not giving what? The thing you want him to give? That's pretty narrow-minded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big thing that I kind of just wanted to keep hitting on.
Yeah.
Because I hate the general mindset that being rich is bad.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not bad,
rich is
but
evil.
like if you're rich and like not happy, then
or
what's
wealthy.
the point? Yeah.
If you compare or if you think that rich is the same thing as wealthy,
No.
and then you
It's
put
not.
them on the same level, right? I don't think it is.
No.
I don't think you, and that's not me saying, because I absolutely don't think that Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk is a saint.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've probably fucked up more than anybody else, but that's just because they tried more.
Yeah.
Right? So that only gives them the capacity to do that. So, funny question, one that I don't think you care for at all.
Huh.
How do you feel about cryptocurrency?
Okay, you got me stumped on that one.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I know a little bit of it, but not
So,
like to where.
That's why I wrote this question. How do you feel about the idea of cryptocurrency?
I mean, I like it as a different way of like money coming in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
don't really
different.
know that much about it to like keep going into it like you do.
Well, no, I don't know much about it either. That's why.
Probably know a little bit more than me though.
Well, I only know more because I pay attention
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I pay attention a lot, because there's people that I know that invest hours, if not hours upon hours a day into this, right? And to that degree, it's not, I don't think it's like healthy, but maybe, just maybe, they're more right about this than I am.
Yeah.
So I think, my opinion on cryptocurrency is, it's fantastic that it developed.
Yeah.
There's really shitty little things that are obviously going to happen, which is people making pump and dumps, people that want to take advantage of the hot new thing.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the general idea of having a general currency for everybody to use and spend, if done properly, doesn't that just sound good?
Yeah.
Now, there's so many chances to fuck it up, but that's why the crypto platform makes sense, and that's why I don't know how much you know about it, but I don't know much. But the way that it works is that you're purchasing, basically all you're purchasing is into an algorithm, right? Or you're purchasing into a blockchain, they call it, right? So you're purchasing into a code, a huge code, and you just log your space in that code.
Yeah.
And once you have your space in that code, you can't get it out unless you sell your space.
Yeah.
And then your spaces that you sold is documented in the code later. Right? So there's always trace back to your original code, and that's the idea, right? It's obviously much more complex than I'm explaining, but for anybody who doesn't have any idea, it's a decent way to think about it. Like I said, the idea is fantastic. You have to trust that they did it properly. Like, you have to trust that Bitcoin was actually, like, the original Bitcoin, all those documents they produced were fantastic. How many of these new cryptos follow them? Probably not many. They're all doing their own new shit, which is cool, but like I said, you lead into possible pump and dump schemes where people are just creating a hot product to sell it off when it pops up 5%, 10%, whatever. It's all wild. Because this stuff, like, I don't know if you have the apps, but you will just log in and see 3 of these coins, random coins, gone up 300% today. And the next day, 3 other coins are down to 300% today.
Yeah.
It's wacky.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem normal. It's not stuff that you would see on a normal stock trading. So that leads me into, have you seen anything about like NFTs, especially from like famous people, I guess you'd say, like influencers?
Not really.
NFTs is it's one of my favorite things to joke about because it's just so fucking stupid in my head. You're buying pictures on the internet.
Yeah, no. I saw this TikTok. You know Logan Paul and KSI?
How much money they blew on him?
Not even that. Well, that. But they were selling a new Prime drink or whatever.
Yeah.
In Walmart. And this kid comes up to him and goes, "Hey, can I introduce you to an NFT?" Logan Paul goes, "Get the fuck out of here." He was like, no, I guess I was like, fucking NFTs.
Bro, did you see the fucking scam he got? Like a fucking Pokemon thing?
Yeah, I did.
That was hilarious.
That was bad.
But it was funny though, because
funny.
it was like, I'm glad it happened to him.
How
He's an idiot.
How much money did he spend?
I think it was like a couple $100,000 or something like that.
Was it 300,000?
I think it was like 300,000 or 400,000.
I thought it was $1 million.
Nah,
Or
half
some
a million.
Stupid
I think
shit.
it might have been $500,000.
I'm about to search that video up real quick.
But that, yeah, look up that. Hold on, no, we can look up that video on the big screen. What are we looking for, buddy? What do I search up?
When he got scammed.
Logan Paul scammed?
Opening. Oh, what?
$3.5 million? Bullshit.
Was that it?
Bro.
I'm telling you, that was it. I think he spent $1 million on it.
Nah, come on, really?
Soundtrack your stream with music from
wild.
Epidemic Sound.
Let's see.
Discover more than
That's what it
35,000.
says.
So yeah, we're
That's what the title says. We could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
We know the quality is so ass you probably can't read it. But it says on the screen. It is clickbait. It might be clickbait, but that leads me right into what I really wanted to fucking talk about when it comes to pop culture.
He goes, I lost $3,500,000 on fake Pokemon cards.
Idiot.
He bought.
Idiot. All right. Did you ever
That's
see,
bad.
or did you end up seeing the Will Smith video of him smacking the shit out of Chris Rock?
I saw that shit. I saw that shit this morning. Actually, when I woke up, I was cracking up. I couldn't stop
Dude.
laughing at like 8 o'clock in the
Oh
morning.
my god. When I saw that, I just want to play that.
Hold up, I'm gonna find that.
I'm going to play the sound. Let's just see. So you already know that this was just for fame, but
Oh wow! Wow! Will Smith.
so when I saw that for the first time, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Wait, here's the video. Fuck.
Oh jeez. Bro, fuck NFTs.
This is basically what he said.
Dude. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
As soon as he said it, leave.
That's funny. But yeah, when I saw that, I think they just did this all for a stunt, just to make some money. Because what is this on? The Oscars. The Oscars suck.
I was
All
reading
of
a
those
thing this
suck.
morning. They're like slamming Will Smith for doing that,
Yeah.
and he might lose his Oscar for doing that. I said, bro, really? You gonna take his Oscar away just
Go
for
ahead.
slapping him?
Go ahead. Who the fuck? What does he care?
Yeah, word.
How many more does he have?
Did you see the full video, or did you just see a part of him slapping him?
Oh no, I saw him yelling and stuff. Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
didn't.
say, I was like, that was.
I just didn't feel like having Will
because I
Smith
saw the
scream and
slap.
shit.
I was like, oh shit, he probably just slapped him. But then I watched like the full video. It's like him screaming, "Don't ever put my wife's mouth in your name." Like
Yeah,
here
but if
again.
you watch the joke, it was fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
I know. It was
just the fact that he fucking got up
Exactly.
and did anything about it, bro.
Will Smith was laughing too about it, and then he saw his wife's face, I guess, and
Fucking stupid, man.
whatever. Shit happens.
I thought it was hilarious, dude.
I did
thought
too.
I thought it was really funny. So hopefully we got someone calling in soon. But topic I wanted to get onto when they call in too. We just keep it rolling. How do you view college? How do you view, more specifically, the college experience?
All right.
All the goods and the bads,
There's a-
bro.
College.
All the goods and the
Okay,
bads.
going to college.
Mhm.
I see it as something you should do if you want to major in something and you need to be certified for it.
Mm.
But say you want to do your own stuff, like your own company, I don't really think you need to go to college for that unless you really need to.
Well, it could help.
It could help, but
It could really
then again, I want to be a phys ed teacher. I need to go to school to get certified
Yep.
for that. I can't just walk into school and say, "Hey, I'm a gym teacher.
Same
Hire
thing,
me."
same thing for Gia.
Exactly.
You can't just go and be a nurse by
Exactly.
picking up. Now you can go and assist.
Yeah.
You can go do whatever without it, but
Yeah.
you can't
Like,
actually be certified.
I can
as a nurse.
substitute.
Exactly.
But like,
You could substitute right now if you want.
yeah, if I wanted to, but like,
For what?
I rather just
For what?
Exactly.
For hourly pay for what? For nothing.
Mhm.
It's not worth it.
now
So
college experience. I find it complete bullshit
good.
because I'm not gonna get into it, but had a little experience with that, and it's fucking bullshit.
I think we all do, man.
Like-
Andrew's going through the same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female.
no,
But how degrading it is to treat yourself as like a piece of meat.
yeah,
Throw yourself around, go to parties, get sloshed beyond belief, and then
like I understand some people find it fun,
Yeah.
but like, how is that fun? Like people watch you get drunk as hell. Oh, got a call.
I said don't answer.
oh look,
Oh,
she said don't answer.
never mind.
Oh, look. Uh-oh, we got a teaser.
But as I was saying, so I had a recent experience where
Crack
know
my
if-
knuckles right now.
could it
There she is. There she is. What's up?
you
Why is it not connecting to my computer?
what?
You're
Why?
on.
You're on.
AirPods.
Yeah, she's sucking it up.
Stop.
Oh, she muted herself. She literally. Damn, the webcam catches that.
Yeah. Yeah, she can. She's totally full screener. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mute myself.
Yeah, you did mute yourself.
Yeah, she's all silent. So
You're on mute again. Or maybe she's.
yeah, maybe she wants to be on mute. Yeah, she doesn't care right now. Well, go ahead. You keep going
What I
on
was
your,
saying.
on your college experience. She'll chime in whenever she's coming in.
So, college experience, I don't think, like, say in your relationship.
Yep.
You guys been dating for a couple years or whatever. And you're starting to go to college. Do you really want to break up with that main person just because you want to go and have the college experience?
Exactly. What are
Like,
you doing it for?
What are you doing it for?
Yeah. What the hell are you even in the relationship for in the beginning? To begin with?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you're just gonna date till college and then say I'm breaking up to experience college experience. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
you can have a college experience with a boyfriend. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do
Exactly. Why can't you go to parties with your boyfriend?
both. Exactly.
Why can't you stay at the dorm with your boyfriend?
Exactly.
Why can't I just don't understand. I mean, one thing if you're across the country.
Yeah.
And then if you're across the country, there's something to think about. But
Yeah.
otherwise, well, she's saying she can't hear us. I think she's fibbing.
Huh.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Is there a volume thing or something?
There could be.
Well, we hear we hear
Yeah,
Gia.
we hear her.
Are you on mute?
I might be. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like
That's mute.
okay.
No, we're here. She's just not answering us, bro. Otherwise, she's messing it up big time.
Is there
Hello? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Why are you're muted?
Is her
Yep.
is she connecting through her AirPods?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's not connecting
I
right.
think it's your AirPods. Well, this is us all figuring it out at the same time.
But yeah, college experience is complete bullshit.
I think the whole idea of it's bullshit. I'll put it this way.
Just like I don't understand why, even for a guy or a girl, you want to just go get hammered, and then you looked at being stupid.
Oh, I agree.
Like God forbid a girl gets drunk as
Well, girls get drunk girls get drunk and then guys take advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Gia, can you hear us?
Hello.
Can you hear us? Yeah, she is just
Hello?
not responding. So
Can you hear us? No. Hear me?
We can hear you.
Try that, babe.
What?
Oh. I was not expecting that.
That's awesome. Okay, well we're back. Hey, babe.
Sorry. Hold
Well,
up. Let me go outside. Because I'm bothering them.
you're bothering them. Well,
They're working. They're doing homework. And you're fucking around.
well, we
Damn
just need you
right.
for a little bit. We were talking about college, so it's a good time for you to call in.
Can they see me? Because I don't want them to see me.
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
see
they
you.
can see you.
No.
What's up?
So we were talking specifically about the college experience. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about it?
I think it's gay.
Okay.
Why do you think
Like,
it's
you mean,
gay? Like that's a pretty
mean, like,
strong
breaking-
description.
Wait, what do you mean by college experience?
Like for us, we're talking about kind of like, you know, going out, going to parties, getting fucked up, drunk, hooking up with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I think it depends on the person. If you're up to doing that, then go for it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I am not like that.
Well, we know you're not like
Well,
that,
no,
but
you're
we're
not.
talking about.
Talking about
So we're
just in
kind of
general.
talking about almost specifically too about when you're going into the college
College.
experience and you have like a relationship, how it's
Mhm.
kind of fucked up to just
Well,
tarnish your relationship. Does that make sense?
think
I mean, it's a
yeah, I
very
think
specific aspect of it.
I think if you break up for the college experience, it's because you shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place.
That's kind of what we were
That's
saying.
kind of what we were saying. Yeah.
I feel like that's the reason why you're breaking up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, is because you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have been in the relationship in the
From the
first
beginning.
place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That if that's your like idea, like you know what I mean. It's one thing you're going to college and like trying it out and see if it works, but it's another thing like just breaking up without even trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where we were going with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why are you in the relationship? So I'll get off that specifically. I wanted to keep going on school though. How do you feel about school generally? You think it's like positive? Both of you guys.
What do you mean positive?
Like, do you think that school in general plays a positive role, especially in your life?
No, it fucks me up. It's fucking me up right now.
How is it fucking you up being a nursing
Well,
student?
I have to get an 80 or above in all my classes, otherwise I get kicked out of my nursing program.
Hear that? That's some bullshit, huh, folks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is?
I don't, because I'm not trying to be a nurse.
Like that's like I understand they have to be like strict about it, but like don't put it at 80%.
Put it at like
Like, it's-
75.
No, it's not like I'm gonna kill someone if I get a 60 in the exam. I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, you kind of see though the big change in like study habits between you and the people around you, how much it changes when it comes to taking tests. So
Yeah.
there is like a change. But I don't know. Especially school at the high levels, I do see how stressful it is.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes like another ball game.
Yeah.
Well, it's also by the fact that like all the people like well, you know like how much I study. Like
Yeah.
I honestly think I spend like half of my week, like not even half, like 90% of my week just studying.
Her spring break.
Yeah.
No, that too, but like just in general, like I'm always doing stuff. Like it's just like so much. Like
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it you put on yourself, but a lot of it's necessary if you want to get good grades.
no, like I know I put a lot of pressure on myself, but it's also like it's just like necessary. Otherwise, like if you don't really like study for it. Like it's not like it's not like a math test that you can just go blind without studying and you do fine. Like that's not how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I totally agree. For me, my whole school career, I pretty much just didn't study. But
Yeah.
that's because
That's how I was too.
I was basically doing tests that I already knew. Like the math, I was already advanced. The science, I was already advanced, way past. So I didn't really care about studying because I'd already figured it out on the test.
Yeah.
And for reading and writing, I just figured I could BS an answer.
Oh yeah,
good enough.
definitely.
And I always did.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I
always
never
did.
really was a studying guy either.
Yeah, college was different because I wasn't like required to study, but
Yeah.
it was like, all right, well, I'll put in a little bit of effort here, and then it just the effort you get back, especially from some professors, is just so nil that it makes you not want to go forward with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like it makes you question: do you even want it? Like, is this really what I'm going to spend the next 3 years of my life doing because I have to pay so much money to do it?
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Lost her.
She zoned out.
Lost her.
Well, if I like I don't agree with you.
What's
You
that?
say like you're saying like if you're gonna pay a lot of money, blah blah blah, like. But like I understand college is a lot of money, but like for me it's gonna be worth it because I like.
Oh, I agree.
Oh no, we're not saying that.
No, what I was saying is the effort you're getting back from some teachers is pretty crappy.
Yeah.
For the money you're putting in.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like some teachers are shitty. Like you gotta go. Like you go in class, they'll be like, okay, read these 3 pages. We have a quiz tomorrow on it.
Yep.
Like what are you
Well,
learning by
that's
just
what
reading?
Kind of like I told you about it. That's what like I love my nursing professor, but she's like kind of like a bitch because our midterm was literally 16 questions.
Yeah, like that's shitty. Like a midterm should be at least like 50 questions.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and like I like people are saying like, oh, 16 is better because like, but like no, like
It's not really because
like,
how many can you get wrong? You fail.
I mean, how was your midterm when you got randomly called in the middle of us trying to
Yeah.
have fun down in Florida?
Yeah.
What was it, 4 questions?
Yeah, it was only 4 questions. That was it.
Oh, yeah, no, and then like for me, I got 1 question wrong, and
Yep.
then I got a 93.
Yep.
Like,
Which is better than 1 out of 4, but still, it's not.
But like
no,
for my
like, I
4
literally-
questions, we can look at our cheat sheet.
No, for hers,
So-
it's like 1 question wrong, you get 7 points off, and she studied for.
How
How
long
many
was
hours?
that midterm you took in the car on the way to Florida?
No, that one was probably like 30 or like not
Yeah.
even midterm. That was a quiz.
I was gonna say that was a long
quiz.
one.
That was a quiz.
Yeah. Oh, that was a quiz?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a midterm.
Usually my midterms are around like 80 questions or like.
Oh fuck
100
no! I think like
questions.
40.
Yeah, nah.
Well,
yeah. See, I'll
and then,
never
like,
remember that
she-
much.
And she just like literally put a midterm with like 16 questions,
Wow.
Yeah,
which
no.
it just sucks because literally that's what I was saying. Like I only got 1 question wrong the whole midterm, but like I still got a 93, which I'm not complaining about it. But like if you think about it, if you get like 5 questions wrong because it's like normal, you already fail.
Yeah.
Not even like 3. You're like
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, you get 3 questions
70.
wrong, you're below your 80 mark
Yeah.
already.
You're below. You're like a
Yeah.
75, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of pressure. And,
Yeah.
Pressure is good. Pressure is good to have, but it's bad to continuously have, especially when you're trying to learn. When you're in a learning environment, you're supposed to be able to fail.
Yeah.
There's no other, in my mind, there's no other good teacher than failing, especially when you fail well. When
Yeah.
you fail and just miss the mark, when you fail and you were that close to achieving what you wanted to do, it makes you strive more, makes you want to complete the goal next time,
Yeah.
right? School
Yeah.
should be the place for that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, Gia ends up hurting people in the real world, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the inevitable thing.
Well, but it's like kind of fucked up because like my professors talk about like, oh, like when you start your clinical hours, like it should be the time where you actually make mistakes. But then like they act like that, and then when
Yeah,
they
I was
give
gonna
us
say
an
when you get
exam-
there.
Mm-hmm.
when they give us an exam, is like, oh, like here's an exam. It's like 10 questions. Like deal with it.
Yep. No, that's exactly what we're talking about. I don't see the value in that. I really don't see the value in that.
Yeah, but other than that, I love her. She's so nice. Oh my god, that's so loud.
Yeah, what are you playing? You playing TikToks in the background?
No, I just pressed a video by accident.
Is Teddy there?
No,
Teddy is
Teddy's
not here. Thank God. You imagine the mess he would make with these wires? He would start blowing through shit.
He'd
Did
be
you
chewing
see all
on
the
him.
videos I sent you today of him?
Babe, I saw quite a bit of stuff you sent me today.
I was like scrolling through my Snap, and then I just kept like, I have so many videos of him. It's actually like really weird.
Teddy is my little lab. For anybody who don't know, you'll see him someday.
And like, he's so cute. I love him so much. Like, I want to take him here. Like, I want to bring him here.
I
Nah,
think
you
you
gotta,
can go there.
you gotta get your own service dog.
Yep.
Nah, she can get a service dog up there.
Yeah, you can.
I want Teddy. He's already my service dog now. We have a bond.
That's
It's
my
already
dog,
easier.
babe.
What?
That's my dog.
I don't care. He's my dog too.
Oh, man.
Well, technically he is.
Yeah, I guess so, if you think about it that way.
And then you know that if I get another dog, he's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah, he's gonna be frustrated,
Oh, yeah.
babe. He's gonna be over you in a heartbeat.
Unless they become best friends. Mm,
They might.
You never know, babe.
well, I want Teddy.
Well, I don't think Teddy's gonna happen.
Okay. Fine.
So, babe, we're gonna go on to one of our last topics. Do you want to stay on, or do you want to hop off?
I kind of need to do a nursing paper. I gotta go.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
Well, let me know when you guys are done so I can call you guys so I can talk to Devin.
All right.
You got it.
All right. Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out. We're good, my boy. Well, I'll go on to probably our last topic.
Are we getting another call in or not?
We're looking good. So I'm gonna just text Vinny, see if he's coming on. Vinny was our other guest, but he'll be on next week anyway. Let's just shoot him a message. All right. My last topic was actually kind of calling back to our money conversation, but it's really. So my question is,
Yeah.
where do you stand on substances in general? So, alcohol, nicotine, weed, cocaine, heroin, everything in general. How do you feel about them? Do they have a place in the world? This can go for pharmaceutical drugs as well.
I think they do have a place in the world.
Mm.
But the people who use them, they should use them if they know what they're doing.
Mm.
Like if somebody has no idea what they're doing, they're just doing it just to do it. What's that? Like,
Big important thing is to know what the substance that you're using, what
Yeah.
it does to you.
Exactly.
If you don't understand how it's affecting you, if you think that you're just getting a high off of whatever it is, alcohol, nicotine, cocaine, whatever it is that you're getting your thing from, right? If you're just seeking that obliterated feeling in the head, the feeling that you're no longer yourself,
Yeah.
you're taking yourself out of one's headspace,
Yeah.
rather than actually using it to add on, right? Or to help you in some way, you're just shattering your whole perspective and making yourself so drunk you can't see, blowing your
Yeah.
face off with coke where your face is coming out of your skin, or getting so high that you're stuck on the couch and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Is that even a good thing? You know, because that's I think in our culture that's like unfortunately something that's chased, especially by kids. You know, kids who see others doing it, others like
Just
getting
wanting
knocked
to
out.
do it just to be like them.
Well, just to have the experience
That
too.
too.
There's a big thing that happens in our culture is you tell these kids, well, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, and then they see something happen from someone on drugs, and they're like, well,
I want to have that feeling.
I want to have that feeling. That looks like interesting, and then you're not able to, as like an educational system, however it may be, parents, teachers, whatever conference, you're not able to instill like, no, you're more than welcome to go have this. Go ahead and try it, but when you do, there's a very high chance that you will never stop doing it.
Yeah.
That's not communicated, right?
Yeah.
So instead of oh no, don't try it, you don't want to find out. Oh no, don't try it. Why isn't the messaging, you can go find out.
Yeah.
The problem is, here's someone who found out.
Yeah.
And here's another person who found out. And guess what? This person's from your town.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because even Montville has them.
Mm-hmm.
Even Clifton has them.
Oh, yeah,
even
definitely.
everywhere has them.
Everywhere.
You know, it's not like just a problem locally to smaller town. No.
Yeah.
Or a bigger town. No.
Yeah.
No, it's everywhere. It's an epidemic. Addiction is an epidemic everywhere, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that's why I'm glad you said what you did. Like how you should know how to use it or what you're going to be even using. Do you even know what ball game you're getting into?
Some people do.
Are you smoking crack that's got fentanyl in it?
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's not something that a lot of crack addicts care about because they just want their crack.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, me and you smoke nicotine. Right? There's kids younger than us that see people smoking nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
Do kids want to smoke to smoke? Or they just want to smoke to fit in with people?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing.
Well, that too.
Because I tried nicotine.
Or does it do anything for you?
It doesn't do anything.
That's not true. Does it settle your nerves a little bit?
For me, yeah.
Because that's a genuine thing. And I asked so I had a serious conversation with a doctor of mine, and it went along the lines of, well, do you see a use in nicotine? Like, yeah. And it's like
today,
are you fidgety? Is a big one. So I was like, I'm fidgety.
Yeah.
There's times when I get anxious, I just start like beating my leg or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ever since I started, using that, I don't do that. Boys, we're back live. Cooking in the kitchen. Fucking Danny boy just got a fucking phone call. Sent a sucker punch right into his fucking gut.
yeah, a little bit.
And you know what? All I gotta say is, fuck the college experience. Shit's for pussies. And let's get right back to substance abuse.
Oh, yeah.
I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Should alcohol be sold to 18-year-olds? Should it be legal in the United States?
To 18-year-olds?
Yeah.
I'd say no, but
Why not?
I'd say 19 years old, at least.
Really? Why?
Well, 17, you're just getting your license, so no. And then 18, you're basically becoming an older age where, usually 18 is where you start figuring your shit out of, like, what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, now you're probably in high school when you're 18 years old.
Yeah.
So you're still trying to, like, figure out what you want to do.
So you're thinking in stages.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're 18, you're just figuring out what you want to do, what college you want to go to, if you play a sport or focus on a sport, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now you become 19, you're almost 20. 19-year-olds usually drink. Younger age usually drink, but I think 19 should be the legal age for you to buy your own stuff. Yeah. Because I don't see, like, you can even make it 20. Like, 21. 20, you're out of your teens anyway.
Yeah. I just don't see the fact of, because they're going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Why isn't an adult who's able to move out of his house and go rent a place, why can't he get a drink?
Yeah. Okay.
Why can you enlist into the army and not go to the bar? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're overseas and stationed, most likely you can go and get a drink because their laws are different. So why can't the 18-year-old American go out and get a beer?
Yeah.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird because our culture incentivizes drinking underage.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're not allowed to drink until you're 21.
Yeah.
Like in Brazil, it's 18.
Yeah, Brazil's 18.
A lot of
somewhere else
places are
18?
Some places are 16. And in like
Mexico's
in Europe,
16, right?
I think so. Might be.
I think Mexico's 16.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting that we in the United States, an economy-driven place, wouldn't want to sell to more people.
Yeah.
Especially the people that are going to buy it the most, allegedly.
Yeah.
But I think that that's by way of the law. I think because it's illegal
Yeah.
to buy it when you're 18 to 21, it makes it more fun.
Yeah.
And if you just take that fun away, doesn't it just turn into a normal part of society quicker?
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I think you should drink. So I don't think you should drink less than 18 because I
Yeah.
just think you don't realize what it does to you until afterward. Because I didn't figure
Well, I
it out.
understand why they would make it higher age because they know what 18-year-olds would do. Like,
Well, if
they
you're
just
gonna make it
wanna
a
get
higher
drunk and
age, I
shit,
think
yeah.
you should make it like an arbitrarily higher age, like
Yeah.
24,
Yeah.
25. Like if you're gonna make the stance that okay, you're not fully formed, then take the whole stance of like when the brain's fully formed. What they say
Yeah.
is 25, but it's not even truly there. It's like it never stops. But
Yeah.
but that just argument of like let's make it a stage just seems so weird to me. Like let's make it a level up. Like, oh, I got my card now.
Yeah.
You know, very strange to me. So, more generally, do you think that like drugs should be made legal? So, like recreational drugs. So, alcohol is already recreational sold, right? Should more than just alcohol be sold recreationally? Should you be able to go and buy weed at your store? Should you be able to go and buy federally mandated cocaine from your store? Should be able to go buy federally mandated psychedelics from the store, right?
I'd say probably just alcohol and weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who use it for medical also.
Yeah. I think that's an aspect not thought about much.
Because like there's a lot of people out there who deal with depression and shit, and like they smoke weed too.
Well, anxiety
feel
too.
better, yeah.
Anxiety's a big one.
Like,
I use it a lot for that. But
That's something you should considerate. Because, I mean, yeah, there are people out there who do cocaine for like all that shit, but like it's not really like heard of, if that makes sense.
yeah, as like a medicinal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it does put you in an altered state, sure, and maybe it'll heighten your senses a little bit, but it puts down other ones, or it'll destroy your system, eat you from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. Not that it doesn't make any sense. I think you could draw a line there where the pros are outweighing the cons.
Yeah.
That leads me into kind of the last discussion that I wanted to have. And this kind of leads back to my longer addiction episode, but should opioids be legal? And I mean even legal ones, like pharmaceutically prescribed.
Those are
opioids.
pills that make you high.
Well, they make you high, but they take it to another level, to where, think about the withdrawals that you have from nicotine.
Yeah.
You got to multiply it by hundreds, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I haven't been there, thankfully.
Yeah.
But you try to get off of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it can kill you just by you stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Because your mental state goes to such a state of panic, a state of need, a state of requiring for sustenance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can go into shock.
Yeah.
You can actually lose your faculties and die.
Like, are
Just from not getting
those the pills that they give you after like ACL surgery and shit?
Oxycontin.
Yeah.
So oxycodone.
'Cause I remember I got
You got to think
my
about
wisdom teeth out, and they gave me something like that.
So Percocets.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Percocets are an opioid, but they're of a similar fashion.
I didn't take
And
them.
so I took two, and my mom threw the pill bottle out because she knew, But I also knew it was really weird because I didn't get affected by them
Yeah.
whatsoever. So I took them, and I was like, I don't even feel better.
Yeah.
Like I would rather have a Tylenol.
Okay.
And so I took them.
I
But
took Advil and I was fine.
yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the you kind of read stories every now and then of people who medically got prescribed opioids, and then they end up having such a severe addiction they end up going to the street
Yeah.
because they can no longer keep up with their addiction by way of the prescription they're getting.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no way of getting off of it medically because you're by that time you're healed. There's nothing wrong with you. So what are they going to prescribe you? Right? You don't have an ailment, but you're addicted. You're addicted to something they gave you.
Yeah.
How do you get off of it? They don't tell you, right? So
Yeah.
they don't help. And that can lead someone with an addictive personality that may not even know that they have an addictive personality down
Yeah.
this road, right? Sports injuries is one you mentioned.
Yeah.
Like you get a big knee operation, big hip operation, they could very well put you in some sort of opioid care, and next thing you know, that trigger set off in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, how are you mentally prepared, even as a younger adult, or even just as an adult in general, if you haven't been put through that? Like, you don't know how that shit's gonna affect you. I don't want to ever touch the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I make sure it's a point for every doctor I see. No, I don't want it. I'll
Yeah.
do basically any treatment other than involving it. So if what I have requires it, I'm gonna need an extremely long documentation and put forward in very blunt terms why I need it and how it's gonna help.
Yeah.
And then I want to go get a lot of other opinions because I see so much damage.
Yeah.
You know, and why would an industry that's making so much money off of something stop? There's no incentive.
Yeah. Not really. Makes sense.
It's just crazy that you're killing the people that are buying your product.
Yeah.
But I mean, cigarettes just do it slowly.
What are you gonna do?
Fucked up, huh? Fucked up world. My friends. I don't know how long this is going to be for you guys, but we're coming in on 2 hours.
Yeah, we're sorry. We had a little bit of a thing going on. Sorry if I sound raspy.
We had
and
a
shit.
we had a
I had something going on.
sabbatical. We had a sabbatical, my friends. A fun one,
Made
but
for
a
you.
sabbatical. I'm gonna catch you next week. Got a fun one coming up with my boy Vinny. Let's stay tuned. Till then, my boys, Danny's pod's coming out tomorrow. At least getting recorded.
Yeah, it's gonna be recorded tomorrow and be out Monday,
So
or
that'll be
maybe I'll
fun.
post it on Friday.
I was gonna say Friday might be fun.
Yeah, Friday. I might post it on Friday.
So check out whatever we got in the description. Good stuff. Good stuff coming. Peace out.